Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. I have been tweeted and left huge numbers of comments about blood vials ever since the Black Ops 4 reveal, and despite the fact that it's currently 3:54 AM, and also despite the fact that I've already posted one video about the empty blood vials in the Blood of the Dead trailer today, I figured that one more video couldn't hurt, and so today I'm going to be talking about the fact that during the community reveal, Jason actually had blood vials on his back. I'm going to give you essentially 3 reasons why they were even there in the first place, and just generally share my thoughts, because a lot of people have asked me to do this. The first and most obvious reason why Jason has blood vials on his back is because the man is a damn troll. And Jason, if you're watching this, you know it's goddamn true, okay? He came onto that stage, he walked on kind of sheepishly, walking forwards the whole time, making sure we couldn't see his back, and what do you know, as soon as he turns around for his little gag with Craig, where he's like, oh, forgot, Blood of the Dead, we see these blood vials, and yes, we saw them one moment earlier as well, but we see them there more clearly on the stream, and it's like, oh, okay, you're really doing that one to us, Jason, are you? Okie dokie. Understood. So, first reason just out of the gate is because the man is a troll. He loves to tease us any way he can, and in fact, it shows in things like the, oh, did I mention the giant robots? Those sorts of quotes, and also some of the things that Jason has actually said to me privately about ideas that he's had for various reveals in the past that he's ended up not actually doing. And every single time, it's some kind of trolly idea. I mean, the man put denizen sounds in trailers for other maps. He goes that far. You really shouldn't be surprised that he's gonna chuck some blood vials on for the biggest Black Ops 4 reveal that there's going to be. Like, it was just gonna happen no matter what. So that's the first reason. The second reason is something a little bit more nuanced and kind of justifies your click on this video a little bit more than just Jason is trolling, okay? I'm going to show you a couple of screenshots right now, over here, as per, of the front of Jason and then the back of Jason. And clearly we've got the blood vials on his back, but on the front we have this little stopwatch thing, this pocket watch. And I've seen a lot of talk about the blood vials, but not so much about the watch. And I wanted to highlight it here because it's actually very similar to a pocket watch that is owned and worn, I guess maybe not owned, he might have stolen it, but certainly worn by one of our new characters in the new Alchemy storyline by the name of Shaw. He is wearing a pocket watch throughout all of the time that we see him in the Voyage of the Dead trailer, and also, I believe, as well in the IX trailer at the start, at least, before he gets turned into that kind of zombie gladiator. So it looks like Jason might have taken something from Shaw there, might have taken the theme of that pocket watch and the kind of way that it's hanging on his shirt, and also taken the blood vials and used the kind of dichotomy of the two, the front and back, the yin and yang, the alchemy and the ether, that distinct contrast as a way of saying, this is indeed a separate new story that we're embarking on, and it's kind of the one that is now front-facing. It's a little bit of a kind of metaphorical thing that I'm saying here, that essentially he's saying we're going forward with this new story, and the blood, almost in a sense, is in the past now. Now, I'm sure that they're still going to explore various things with the premise characters in the future, in DLCs and things like that, but it feels to me like the fact that we're getting 2 maps for this new story on launch does mean that there's a good chance they want to really blow open that new universe, that new chapter of alchemy. And as such, I think that that might be a way of interpreting the fact that he's got the pocket watch on the front here and the blood vials on the back. I mean, maybe that same pocket watch will end up being more relevant in the story than we currently realize. Shaw has various different trinkets all over him, and all of the characters do to some extent. All of them have little things that they're wearing around their neck, or maybe something that looks like it's attached to their pocket, or a little satchel, things along those lines, but maybe the pocket watch has more significance. Just something to quickly jump in with here, a lot of people have mentioned that potentially the pocket watch is a reference to the Shadow Man, and while I think that on the one hand that would make a lot of sense because Jason could be sort of showing that he's the harbinger of doom and he's kind of a god and he controls everything sort of like how Monty does, he's an envoy of, I was going to say the Emperor himself, of the Apothegons, of the zombies in Black Ops 4, but another part of me just doesn't really think that that's the vibe that he would be going for here when none of the stuff that they're showing for Black Ops 4 has any Shadow Man significance whatsoever. Like, the Shadow Man is just not something that is a point of interest for Blood of the Dead, and certainly doesn't seem to be relevant in the new storyline, and as such, I feel like a Shadow Man reference is less likely than a link to this watch that we're seeing directly in multiple trailers that we've just been given attached to Shaw's little jacket. I'm also just adding this in post to say that I've just checked with the man of many renders, that's Rizzo, and he's confirmed that in-game, in, for instance, Shadows of Evil, you can't actually see the Shadow Man's watch itself. You can only see the chain. So another feather in the cap of me saying that I don't think that's what's going on here. The third reason why he has them with him is that he actually gave them away as a gift. A lot of you may not know this, but a bunch of YouTubers were invited out to the community reveal, myself included, and one of them, called Nixaru, was given the blood vials as a gift by Jason because Jason liked one of the videos that Nixaru had made about YouTubers and them being kind of different personalities offline, something like that. Jason essentially was like, yep, I liked that video, here are some blood vials, and gave them to him, and I'll have some shots of those on screen just over here so you can see that as well. Pretty cool little gesture. I mean, it's rare for Jason to kind of randomly give away a little zombie's artifact, but in this case, I feel like maybe he decided that that would be a cool thing to give away, and then realized that if he had them made, he might as well wear them to troll the community, and once he realized that, he probably was like, hold on, this is actually quite a nice way of making that metaphorical link that I talked about as reason number 2 as well. I mean, I think that it all probably plays in together. So ultimately, I don't think Jason is trying to save himself from disappearing when this universe gets closed off. I think that we can rest easy, we can sleep well tonight, we're not going to worry about the universe disappearing and Monty shutting it down. However, I'm sure Jason did intend for us to kind of speculate as to why he might be wearing them, because at the end of the day, it's Treyarch zombies, and that's what the devs do. They provoke us into making theories about all sorts of things that ultimately, in the first place, probably weren't intended to have any actual meaning, but then end up kind of being read into. We start creating a narrative, and then Bob's your uncle. We've actually made the Treyarch zombie storyline, and we're in the mess that we're in today. So that's going to wrap the video up for me. I'm MrRoflWaffles. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I've got this other video about empty blood vials, which I really implore you to watch. And I've also got another video about Blood of the Dead and the kind of broader story, why we're going, what we're doing there, who we're going to interact with, what the Easter egg will be like, etc. Also going up shortly too. So look out for that one. Make sure you're subscribed, turn on notifications, like the video, and I'll see you next time. By the way, brothers, leave comments for requests for my next video about Black Ops 4 Zombies, and I will make that bish tomorrow.